What's up YouTube, it's your boy Sean. I'm back with another video, and today we have here the Gladiator Hulk. We're going to be unpacking this bad boy and having some fun, man. I'm really excited about this. This is probably one of the best Hulks to me on the market. So let's get the box open. Let's see what we got. Alright, so here we are, and silly me for not realizing that there was no art box. I mean, if you looked at the actual shipper, there were handles on it, and through the handles you could see the white box here, the white foam. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was just so used to seeing art boxes. But anyway, one thing I'll say is that this appears to be a returned Gladiator Hulk, but whatever. And here we are. We have it's like a little graphic, almost like an art print, but then on the back of it you have assembly instructions. So I thought this was pretty cool. First time seeing this from Sideshow, so I thought that was pretty cool. But let's see what we got in the actual box. All right, so let's get all this stuff out of the plastic and let's see what we got. So it looks like in this box here we have the Hulk himself and maybe just a little bit of the nicks and knacks that's on the base. Now, Hulk himself is extremely heavy, so I will not be picking him up to hold him. We'll see him on the table, but what I will look at is his head sculpt. And here we are, we have the Hulk himself, and I must say that I am really impressed. I love how he has his necklaces that's kind of hiding that neck seam. Thought that was a brilliant idea. Again, this head sculpt is crazy. Look at all the detail. They did an extremely good job with this piece, extremely good job. Here's one of the tentacles, or it looks like a tail of the beast. Man, look at that. Look at like how on the edges of these spikes is shiny a little bit. Oh, this texture looks really, really good. Even this little horn has textures on it. I think this is really cool as well. Last but not least, we have this sword, man. This looks really cool. Look how big it is. I can actually, it's almost like a little knife. I'm sure this will just peg right into the base. All right, so that does it for this box. Let's see what else we got in the other one. All right, so here we are in the second box. It appears to be the base and everything that's attached to it, but let's get a closer look. So here we are, we have the base, we have everything unpacked, and I must say that it looks great, man. There's a lot of different smaller pieces that connect to this beast and the base and the Hulk himself. I won't pick up each and every one of them, but I'll show one of each to kind of give you an idea of what we're dealing with. So here we are. Here we have what appears to be like a little tassel that goes on the Hulk. This looks really, really nice. A lot of texture if you can see up close. Like you can see, it looks like real leather, like there's cracks and crevices, wear and tear. Looks really, really cool. Then the peg is colored, so that's also helpful. Again, we have another piece of the beast. Same story as before, lots of texture. Looks like that peg is colored as well, which is really nice. Really, really dope here. And now we have this bad boy. Man, his fist is like the same, almost the same size as mine. This is freaking phenomenal, man. This guy here, this is next level. Lots of detail. This looks like, man, look at this texture. There's dirt in between his fingernails. They've done a phenomenal job with this statue, man. I'm ready to put this bad boy together. All right, and lastly, we have the base. I already know that thing is probably heavier than the Hulk, so I won't even attempt to pick him up. But let's put this bad boy together. Let's build it. So we have the Hulk on the table. Let's jump straight into the review. So starting off at the base, we have the alien that is on this concrete ground, and it looks very, very nice. I love how this is sculpted. It has a brown hint, a brown hue on top of in the highlights of it. I think that it really brings a little bit of character to this already interesting groundwork. You have this alien who is falling over a pillar that looks really, really cool. I mean, moving up to the alien himself, there's a lot of texture here. He looks like he's ashy. I love how they did the highlights in his skin. There's a lot of texture here. They did a lot. I mean, you can tell that they spent a lot of time on this actual sculpt. I love how the alien has 8 eyes. He has like 50 million teeth, and he just looks freaking awesome, man. I mean, he has a lot of tentacles. He has a lot of stuff going on. I mean, he has the little spikes on his tail appear to, I mean, I would guess that they're poisonous. So, I mean, this just looks like a very, very nicely sculpted alien. The only gripe I can find about this alien is that in some of his tentacles, he has a nasty seam line, but outside of that, this alien is sculpted perfectly. So moving up to the Hulk, starting off at his hand is almost as big as mine. I love how it's sculpted. I love how there's so many cracks and crevices and details in his hand. As you can see, it looks like there's dirt in his fingernails. Looks really, really dope and nasty at the same time. You can see pores on the top of his hand as well as veins popping out. And you can see veins popping out of his skin throughout the entire statue. And I think that just kind of sells the point of what he's doing, dominating over this alien. It just kind of insinuates the power that he's exerting on his head. I love the leather work of the Hulk here. Everything that he has on is pretty much leather, and I feel like they did a great job of sculpting that. There appears to be more texture in his sandals and around his waist than there is around his chest and back, but it does still look extremely nice. You can tell that a lot of work went into sculpting wear and tear into his sandals. I love how on the back of the Hulk, his tassels of his belt, they give a lot of movement. I feel like the Hulk is sculpted perfectly. He's not over muscularized. His musculature is perfect here. Love how the Hulk also has the little indicator thing in his chest that kind of keeps him in check. I love how on the outside of it it's red, which insinuates that it's really agitating his skin. So let's address the elephant in the room. My Hulk does not have a head sculpt. I can explain why. So when I got this head sculpt, there was a flaw. So the bead that's kind of covering the seam in his neck, the bead is over the lip of the peg that's, you know, that keys into here, right? And it doesn't allow me to key the head in, so I can't. So I'll contact Sideshow and get a replacement, and we'll see how long that takes. But as of right now, I'm not able to display this bad boy with the head. It just literally will not go on. If I try to sit it there, it's gonna fall off and it's gonna break. So I'd rather just leave it as it is. It just sucks that he doesn't have a head, and that, you know, like I have to display my Hulk without a head for some time. Yeah, I mean, it happens. But I mean, outside of that, everything else is perfect. It's sculpted perfectly. This is a great statue. It really, really lives up to the name of Maquette. But what do you guys think, man? These are my thoughts. I think this is done nicely. Let me know in the comments. Thumbs up if you love this. But until next time, man, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. See you next video. Peace.